with.
Chat, help me out here.
You know, as we have been talking about TenZ, we're going to expect to see him in this series, perhaps on Reyna, the majority of the time, except perhaps Haven, where he might be on that Jet instead. But otherwise, we're going to see that Reyna out of TenZ, and I'm curious how he's going to be able to activate that one. Of course, we're going to see both teams picking Viper. I mean, how could you not in the current meta? That
Who do you think will win? As much as I want to root for NA, I think FNATIC takes this one.
Aging Select showing us everything we need to see here.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. More trash talk too.
The Sages are there.
Yeah.
We're not seeing any skies for this composition, and neither teams have shown it. It looks like they're running. FNATIC's run this composition for the last
as much as
times they have played.
As much as I would love for NA, you know, #1, all that. I said it before. I said it way before these matches even happened.
This is very comfortable for
I still think FNATIC takes it.
I'm gonna go Sen 2-1. That's my thoughts here. I think they're gonna have a shaky map 1. Sen is.
I'm thinking a 2-0 FNATIC.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2-1 Sen.
The ship after the pistol rounds, does it matter? Maybe it does when the other team can abuse it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's definitely going to be something.
J-Gibbs?
In a matchup.
Yeah.
Good. You know, every round obviously counts.
You're asking for a prediction?
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm talking to somebody. Give me a second here.
Okay.
I'm thinking that.
They're playing the biggest event
so
far this year.
I'm wondering if Sentinels will start off like a little.
You need a couple rounds, don't you?
Yeah, well, I just like to see where teams are at, and I can start to get a feel. I see the face cams.
Yeah, you can kind of check
body language.
Yeah, the body language. You can check their mental. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're swinging. Is everyone swinging confident?
And it's going to be your region too.
Is there a stutter in their step? Like,
also, all these players are representing their region.
Is there obvious plays they should be making and they're not?
From their regions, the qualifying.
Here's a veteran. That's all.
Was so very simple in of itself. Absolutely. So, with all that said, there's a few things on the line here that is definitely going to add some spice.
Tech pause. It hasn't even started. It hasn't even started.
It's never a straight shot. You're always making changes, like Durka and Magnum coming in, TenZ sliding in now for Sentinels to make that team work, and it's probably one of the best plug-in plays
EU
you've seen
team to the
around
lowers.
I think
coming
what
right
some
up.
of these players have kind of said in banter before the game as we go through this tech pause, FNATIC wants to put NA in their place, Boaster said. That's exactly what he wants to be able to do. He also said they want a 2-0 all the way through here. And I'm excited to see what Sentinels brings, because in the press conference, Shazam was pretty adamant that he thought no teams would really be bringing this same stuff here. And while we may see
that looks so uncomfortable the way Six playing.
Ways to use them, so I'm expecting.
I didn't see it.
He's not like even with his elbows on the desk. His elbows are out like resting on the back of his chair almost.
Between these two teams, but I
is his chair level with the desk?
Or
no, they're elevated. Like his elbows are higher than. It's weird. It's like if you were to lift your shoulder right now, like you're doing whatever those are called, shrugs or whatever. Is that a shrug? Yeah. If you were to shrug. What's the workout called? What are they called?
Shrugs?
Oh, is that what they're called? Okay. Sorry, I don't work out.
Well, I mean, shrugging, you know?
Yeah.
Teams this good from Europe, FNATIC, and Sentinels from North America, of course. Opening up onto ICEBOX, FNATIC on the attack. And already we'll get an ice orb thrown in towards the A site just to create some presence.
God, it's so nice to just watch and not have to play, you know?
Movement here towards the B site.
Stress-free.
For FNATIC, as they'll pick up the ultimate orb as well. So at this point, if you're Sentinels, you're not quite sure really what's happening. We do see Shazam getting a quick info grab.
All right, so we'll see what they're doing is they're going forward into the play. With a little technical difficulty, we'll get DD back in just a moment here. A minute and 10 left on this round.
TDK disconnected.
Play towards Crane. The walls are set up. Slow play for now.
Wow, this is so slow.
Now to see what's happening. A nice job by Six.
Super serious.
Get an eye on what the prize could be as they work their way towards B. FNATIC here, not exactly deathballing as Magnum is on the side focus. Alert bot in mid so they can keep the rotation. Like I said, chess game.
FNATIC looks like they're expecting Sentinels to get aggressive almost.
Execution coming in on to B now. And we'll see if they can make this happen. Everybody rotating around from Sentinels, the team that loves the retake. And we'll see what they can do.
That's new.
Yep. With the
wall too. That was really sick, actually.
That top side, Spike has been planted, and it's a fury to get back in here. Shazam with one on the goes to Durka.
She's just gonna stick it.
Well, that didn't work out at all.
Already noticed. He's the one making the plays
here. They're all playing B main.
Shazam's gonna find it. They cut the wire.
Okay, that was fucking trash.
So the plant was cool, but it looked like there was no follow up. That it looked good at first, and then it looked terrible. That was really weird. I think
Chaz ready to own.
I think the reason why that went so horribly for FNATIC is because no team has kind of contested them that quickly. They put the wall up, they planted, they realized they planted up there. Shaz and whoever else was there broke that wall almost instantly. Then they had two people on the double flank, but the double flank couldn't have gotten there. They couldn't get there fast enough. They just never seen someone work so quick on that, I think.
There was no answer from yellow or anything, though, either. Like, I don't know.
Behind any of those toxic screens that are up, they're going to have to force their way through. Dangerous if you don't have weapons. Quickly up to the maze. Tens gets himself right on top of pipes here, and we'll see if he can hear Magnum coming around. So it's a great intel.
Wow.
Durka with the Marshall coming up huge. Oh, my word. And I think we have TDK back. There's back. All right, I believe.
All right, straight back into the action. Although we have a nice little calm point here as we get the rotation from FNATIC over towards the B side of the map. Not too much there to defend this, of course. Just Soms playing a retake position. Just looking to
I feel like Tens is going to need a hot start.
Not much information for Sentinels stacking
or else it's going to...
They figured it out. The question is...
I don't know.
You said Tens?
Yeah, I think he needs a hot start or else it's going to be kind of rough for him.
What they do best on this map is playing those post-plant lineups. And it looks like they shouldn't have too much of an issue in getting the plant that they're looking for here with that Viper utility down on the ground.
And they've gone for that kind of partial buy here coming into the second round.
Little rough, little rough.
Yep, definitely a little rough.
Looking a little rough right now, but
investment here into this second round. Toxic screens start to go up as Boaster gains a little bit of ground. He does not have a shock dart for another 3, but he gets in a position to fire that off here as Durka takes another.
They're about to get ecoed.
Yeah, maybe actually.
Sentinels, they know they have to make the action
is really low.
If they allow everybody to fall back off of the spike into those post-plant positions, it's going to be very tough indeed. And that's what's beginning to happen here. FNATIC, with good positioning overall, Boaster playing around yellow, can sense the presence here of Sentinels as they start to make the move forwards. Boaster's able to at least...
Wow, I can't believe Shaz didn't die right there.
Yeah, they actually won that.
As they get the pressure
that's a nice eco.
He's going to have to try to stick this.
GG.
Yeah,
go next. EU fucking number 1. I don't know what to say.
FNATIC.
NA really needs to step up their shit.
Well done by
them.
I mean, I just love
I'm just going to play both sides.
You're loving it.
I'm loving it.
You're trolling. I love it.
I'm eating up right now. EU is so good. Holy shit.
They didn't rush things. They tried to put up the
actually best region.
That would bait a response. Once they understood what was happening.
Damn, that was a nice shot.
Way, methodically forward to get that wall up for the safe plant. Just very disciplined.
So was that
from FNATIC.
They're
looking
just
really tight on these pushes so
far. Looking happy as well on their side. The end of those getting pretty gritty. FNATIC holding strong, and we got to remember they played crew yesterday. They're feeling pretty good as they are on the stage. Shazam and squad on Sentinels.
Shaz has knives.
Game. Trying to put these frags in. We'll see what they can do. Now, one
really
that was an awesome eco round to put Sentinels on their heels coming into round 2.
Seems somewhat aware of it, though.
It's
they're already turning
right here. They're feeling
around.
comfortable. They feel like the challenge and getting face-to-face with Sentinels is in their favor. So FNATIC go towards B again.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard to deny.
Wait, Shaz didn't commit to the flank?
If you're Sentinels,
no, they had a bot back
there. Oh, I see.
He's able to nail
two flank.
Oh, baby! Is annihilating everybody with the ultimate. And that's going to cause a lot of problems here. 2 players left, Doma and
That sucks that he got so ahead of himself right there, but it's okay. The boys are going to clean up.
Boys are there. That's what we call a beautiful
Now that was...
These are the things I need to see to make an opinion.
Yeah.
I told you guys, NA was number 1. Like, it's really that simple.
This game is delivering. Dueling third round Blade Storm coming in from
But now guess what? FNATIC has the knives. Maybe they can do the same thing.
For both teams there.
I think he just used knives, didn't he?
Love to see that both teams are not giving an
oh, he did.
Oh
my god. I didn't know. I missed that first kill. I didn't see it. I looked at my chat.
Information gained on both sides. Toxic screen, schmoxic screen. Boom! The flex on for Shazam.
Damn, hyped up.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Feeling good, but I feel like this is going to be a very back.
That is fucking land ready, just battle ready. He's like, I've been to 1,000
I definitely agree with you. And in terms of momentum, though,
Hardened veteran.
I'm loving that for Sentinels because that's got to feel good.
Jordan, he was our teammate once.
And
he was?
FNATIC.
It's crazy.
That's always down to peak.
I thought Jordan was asking that like a question. He was?
No, I mean, I remember all the Shaz moments. Shaz is always down to take an angle right here. He's ready to dash.
Good old Aspen.
Gonna pick up the ultimate orb, and Shazam's gonna be here with the operator.
No, he didn't even dash.
That looked like it went through his
That is
hip.
a huge opening
Where'd that
early
bullet
on
go?
now for FNATIC, going up 5 against 4. And with
He's
a minute
bummed about that one.
to play with as well.
I think he didn't dash because he thought he hit him. Like
I like where his head's at though, like taking that peek. I like that he's not just falling sight early.
Well, hopefully after whiffing or whatever, right? Hopefully he still has that same mental because he's got to take fights like that for this half to look good, or the game, I guess.
Great job by FNATIC to start off there. Make it really sting on this round to start.
Oh damn, that was sick.
Sentinels to pick this up and find that off if they can.
That was sick.
Says not this time though.
Yeah, great moves going up on
Does
the
Stick
wall
always play
in the
Silva
toxic,
on,
rather in the poison orb.
Yeah.
That's so smart.
Split?
The
I mean, fucking.
The tens just get lurked on. Tens just got lurked on so hard. Oh my god.
FNATIC, you know, you said it's going to be very back and forth, and it's looking like FNATIC have such a strong response. Shazam, after having such a great round just previous, struggling to connect that one shot, and that was all it took. That opportunity going to FNATIC, they knew how to play out that man advantage. And again, it's that methodical approach towards that B side that's been causing some issues.
Yeah.
We got a little fucking slugfest right now.
Yeah.
Coming through from Sentinels, where maybe they invest more to try to actually aggressively take B long, or they can play retake on B as well. There's definitely a few different options available.
I hate when people just ride tens.
Yeah.
Like, they're just already hating. It's not even like
well, you gotta ride the star.
Just quickly encroaching.
It's unbelievable though. It's not like he asked for it.
For what
True.
we see coming in
they did it to him.
Okay.
True.
They're gonna give us enough room to make it all the way up crane, even to yellow.
Like, Jesus, this guy isn't invincible, bro.
And be able to plant. They're so happy to take the after fight. They have a really great post plant so far. So doing that each time, you saw the spike go towards B at the beginning of this one as we were watching the replays, but this time it sits behind A for one of the first times. And they've only been here to pepper A, FNATIC that is. Now it looks like they may actually commit to the site.
That's a gun round from them?
Reacts in round
oh, they
5.
forced hard. Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude, A is so fucking hard to hold.
Yeah.
You can have 4 people there and it's so hard to hold.
Yeah.
Now the question is,
they do though. This would be solid.
In fact, they are going to full hold.
I feel like SMGs are pretty good for holding.
Like it's all on the line,
oh
right
wow.
on the side.
Fuck yeah. Great early kill. Break the wall.
They knew, yeah, they knew exactly where that was going down. They're gonna just let this ult happen.
They want to fight for this rip, but they're going to get denied by that lockdown.
Because now the retake's much easier without that sage wall. Although Dirk about to do work.
To come up.
Wow.
Come in from 6.
That just sucks. That's so powerful. I love to see both Jets confident right now.
Make it happen. 4v4 on the retake as Dirk takes aim.
You gotta be. That's why you're playing Jet, right? You gotta be confident. And if you're not, then you're. Oh no. The whiff, the lineup, the whiff.
Great line on that Hunter's Fury, absolutely. And also,
what if he whiffs the lineup again?
This late lurk, this flank, it has
oh no!
Dapper's looking for it on the back.
He whiffed the lineup twice, bro.
It's going to be FNATIC having to force the issue, moving closer now. They've got to close the distance because
there's whiffs going on right now.
But Tens comes off a bit to get the frag to prevent the trade. Has to stick it again. Does he have time? Can he make it work?
Oh my god!
Able to take that one. My goodness, that was so very close, down to the milliseconds. But FNATIC, they pull it out of the bag rib, 3-2 for them.
I wonder if he had a flash. If Tens had an extra flash.
I wonder if Boaster had some lineups ready for like the screen flank, or if he was just simply flanking. You know, like some shock dart, cheeky shit.
Dude, Mystic missed both of his lineups.
And what I think is extra awesome.
I think.
FNATIC right now.
Looked like it anyway.
Again, getting to the site.
I only saw the second one. I didn't see the first.
They both went the same. They bounced off the top.
I don't know if he planted where he wanted initially.
Oh, right, because they had to kind of change the plants. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you might be right.
And we may have one of those more sleepy rounds where it's just a few pistols, but the sheriffs can be quite dangerous.
Yeah, because originally they used that teeny tiny pixel to plant with the sage wall, and it might bleed just enough to touch it.
Can certainly cause problems. I think a good initial objective for
but to me, it looked like it whiffed hard.
If they possibly can find a way to do so.
One of them definitely did. It wasn't even in the bomb site.
They both went. Yeah, they both went the same spot.
Managed to actually bait out some utility, so he's got a lot of information that's going to allow.
It's weird how no one told him. Somebody was looking at it too.
Position to maybe deal with this, but all of this utility is certainly hard to cut through.
Boaster got so much good vision in mid. He droned all the way under tube into a kitchen, seeing Viper both.
I think this is FNATIC, but I'm not sure.
I'll look
FNATIC is doing a great job of just getting in the mind of Sentinels here before these rounds start, which is why it looks like they're moving so seamlessly into B each time. And
what is going
on? Yeah, it's FNATICs.
Oh my god, all the Viper rolls coming through here, and it's just an absolute mess, but no one on the spike just yet. He's on not quick enough to deal with the second nano swarm. The first one though, Sick able to take down Magna, makes it a 3v3, but time is against Sentinels on this retake. Bosa's trying to push the issue, find his way forward towards the spike.
Just quick ace real quick. Mystic.
Picking it up.
Viper OP.
Great stuff there. My goodness.
That dude, Sentinels made that that round really hard for them. Sentinels didn't really invest too much. They had sheriffs and they used the they had sheriffs. They used Viper ult and Viper and Sage Wall, but they managed to kill 3 and use the ults.
Like you said, utility heavy.
I don't know.
Site takes as they get back in.
Bad.
It wasn't bad. Is what I'm trying to say. It wasn't like terrible that round. It's pretty good.
Definitely. Oh, I love this from Shazam as well, going deeper right at the beginning, looking for those opening.
Damn, they give up on that A aggression like right away.
Yeah.
So you can catch your opponents off guard. Doesn't get anything this time, except some early information, and we'll see just a default coming through here from FNATIC, slowing things down on the attack. Seeing if they could catch any early plays from Sentinels. I think at this point it would make a lot of sense that Sentinels would be trying to do something in the early round, but they are actually holding passive for now.
It might be one of those 30 seconds again, right? As 30 seconds hit, slam the site, get it down, pressure the utility usage, and again, fight within that chaos. There's the 1 minute mark going through. So using utility here would
playing so slow.
Having utility come back every 30.
They just want Sentinels to make the mistake.
But it looks like that's when they want to execute. So they're going to plant shortly after this, unless they're drawing things out of Sentinels on this, or FNATIC, sorry.
Holy, they are plowing through this.
It ain't gonna work.
Yeah. Didn't work at all.
Knocking down everybody here for FNATIC. Very little left to work with. Boaster and Durka is all that remain. And time is against them here as well.
Oh, man.
Damn. Shazzy's a LAN player, baby.
Disrespecting him too.
Shazzy's
one of those strats where like it can work and it looks really good if it does, but you have to go like if the team's ready for it, it's like you run through so many defensive angles.
Playing towards A with the Killjoy turret trying to deny information.
Yeah, they held that well. They had an answer to that, and Sick like read that well. He knew it was coming. I don't know how he knew, but he knew.
Shazam with the fast reposition. It might have been whatever they threw over the wall, like they threw something to smoke off the cross. You know, like the spawn angle.
And the focus was to get the operator back in his hands as soon as possible. They know what kind of control it puts on the site. And it stops aggression really well. We know that. It's one of the things the operator does best, is it shuts down aggression.
Man.
What a shot coming in
a little
there
flick.
from Sam. 10's answers as well as they start to take a few. Had a little bit of an econ by here as they farm down FNATIC.
Wow.
Dare I talk again? About the regions? Dare I bring it up?
It was an eco.
I shan't. I shan't.
The operator has been out for some time.
I'm just saying, Shazam is looking spicy.
You may expect them at this point. You know, given how much they've been shut down on around A, that maybe they would start working that beyond control early again. So then the mind games start to come through, and there's a couple options. Either Sentinels do what they've been doing, which is just
there you go. Ten's got some confidence. He got some eco frags.
It's all about those eco frags, dude. Build that confidence. I know that. I know that all too well. Jordan used to tell me. To rush for Ecos.
That is happening. Early presence here.
This Mike, your own 5. You need some Eeks.
Yep. Yep. He didn't say it like that, but yep. I knew what he was saying.
From Shazam, he'll get healed up there by Doma, so they're taking a second to reset. Get themselves back into position. Now, the operator, as I said, shuts down aggression, but it's also probably going to draw a little bit more utility out of FNATIC. So they got to figure out what Shazam's first shot is, where that operator then moves to, because it usually goes to a second spot. And you can see now he's creeping over towards under mid. Going to see if he can route what usually is the rotation here from Magnum, and we'll see if it pays
late
off.
B hit
Smoke
or
goes down,
what?
though. So they're going to be covered
coming
on
A.
rotations. Nice job by FNATIC, keeping
I think it's a
everything
B
in mind
hit.
on the map.
They're just gonna use
a little A pump.
Yeah, they're gonna use the dart. They're gonna what they're probably gonna do is they're gonna drone, clear the space, use the same wall, maybe.
Or like a stage slow at least, so it looks like stage there coming to plant.
They slowed and they used the oh, that's a big pick though.
Wow.
And that's a fantastic find there. And there's a res. That means that they know that there's at least 2 players.
Man, that res was actually
Viper hasn't moved at all. Zom's over there ready.
But at the same time, here comes the play towards B, so quite confusing. But 20 seconds to go here, Riv, and soon the game will be given.
Oh my God, Zoms! He's got that idea, dude. He's got an idea of what's happening right now.
He always allows it a sight that 5
he got
5 are alive once the spike goes down. Here we are for that play. Spam just through the underside of the box where Zoms can cut it.
No way, dude.
What? Now, and they are cleaning up a bit at the site.
FNATIC? Hello?
Yeah, lovely stuff.
Was he trying to plant right there in the open too?
Yeah. I don't know where they thought he was.
Sentinels really holding on to things. And again, Sentinels
that was confusing.
They're doing such a good job without information. They're just so confident.
I thought NA had delay.
Together that they're not really
Jesus.
a chance.
I love
and
it.
There's a lot to be said for playing that style, because you're giving up information to do it.
Position super well though, right
the
there.
cost of doing that is that you feel a bit safer. But hey, they're really making it work.
Hard Patty gets the 4th
on
right there.
ICEBOX, and this is a retake heavy map. And so far, they're showing confidence there.
Whoa.
Man, this is aggressive.
Confidence on both sides here. We see Shazam going up with his operator. Hunter's Fury there for Boaster. Blade Storm and Empress available. Shazam just on point with the quick flip
Shazzy
right
can't
now.
miss right now.
Switching back and forth.
We need that.
Except for the very first round or whatever, the second round. Whatever that was. He brushed that off real quick.
Again, he is a deterrent.
That's what I'm saying, though.
On that A side.
Fucking like second 2 rounds into a BO3, I'm keep peeking.
Old Comfort, that B site.
Yep.
I love the wall here. That's going to really delay any split attempts. So that just messes with the timings here for FNATIC. They're going to be forced to make their way forward. Magnum with a great creep forward takes down Zoms. Dapper might be in with a chance here as he wants to try to harass them, but now down to 3 players. Dapper has to survive. He's got to keep his team anchored on this site for a retake.
Very nice.
I love the way they also strat a little bit from the side of FNATIC. Usually that wall is up when they get into the site. This time it's down, and they say, how much room
Shaz is thinking, come on, boys, hold your sight.
A bit of room, but here comes Shazam once again. We've seen it before. Another one, but he's over yellow. That's Mystic.
Shazzy has like 18 kills already.
We're tied up once again at 5-5.
Crazy, dude.
Impressive stuff from FNATIC. Really nice recovery. The forward push coming through round B was just fantastic. Really opened things up there for them in what was otherwise a fairly dire situation.
Yeah.
Again, Shazam and TenZ, they've been they've been formidable on that A side. It feels very hard to gain entrance. And we might see, once again, early presence placed on that A site. Look at, judging by the minimap.
Looking at the economy, looking at that timeline, it is going to be another purchase.
Oh my God!
But Shazam puts an extra $200 in his pocket as they aggress. Was FNATIC.
Dude, he is on right now. He is on.
We'll take that ground first and do a quick pepper.
He's a little too on.
Okay, two on.
Sometimes you gotta get punished sometimes. He's gonna keep at it.
Yeah, that first pick was totally gross.
He's too on right now.
It's up to TenZ to hold this one down. He's got Sick as well. Sick is gonna get taken out by Durka, and TenZ is gonna go forward. He doesn't really have much choice. So with that said, after the dust settles, there's only 2 players remaining now for Sentinels in this retake. But only 3 to deal with, so it feels quite doable for them. As Dapper presses his way forward, but
there's the round.
The Viper's pick coming through is certainly going to make life more difficult here for Sentinels. Tom's up above, trying to find his
see your
way
feet.
forward, but I think he's got sprayed straight through. That's
Yes, sir.
heinous stuff from FNATIC, working out quite nicely. 6-5.
The word heinous.
As they look to try to take advantage going into the final round of the first half.
Anus?
No, not anus.
Missed it
heinous.
on the Viper, 12 and 6.
What is that?
Shazam, 17 and 10. Both doing for what they can for their teams to bring these frags out. The trade.
Go ahead, give it your best effort. What is it, Mike?
I'm unsure.
In their first match where he just kept picking up kill after kill. He's a madman when it comes to opening up the site for FNATIC, and everybody rides that wave right behind him. We saw right there for the round to pick up number 6 as we head to round 12. Can Sentinels tie it up?
Yeah, Shazam actually looking for something in middle. We haven't seen him really doing this before, so it could catch FNATIC off guard, especially if they have a mid-round rotation after the default. And maybe you see a player peel off from either the B or the A pressure, and Shazam will be able to catch one of those players, but not finding too much just yet. Going beyond the poison orb. Shazam really looking for
good spot for Shaz.
Opening pick here.
I mean, they don't have to do much more on this round. With him pushed up that far, there's no way they come back around him.
Spotted at that corner, if anything.
That side. Luckily enough, the bomb's just to, or spikes just.
I'm unsure what FNATIC's doing right now.
And they're going to make
I don't know where they're going to end up. They could end up anywhere.
The sites. Sentinels more than happy to let the Spectre.
I like it. That's kind of how you play this map, though. Oh, you're right.
FNATIC. A
little closer
to these angles. That's
readjusted. Very good.
Shazam probably knows there's more behind that jump as they're looking to rotate to either site. But he may have to move now that he got found out.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, huge pick, and it almost seemed like they try to punish the fact that he was there as opposed to A, and then they walk into 10s. So only 3 players left at FNATIC as they make their way into that B site now.
Oh my.
There's not much time left here. Durka, nice opening pick following it up as well, but it's optimistic now.
That was a nice shot on 10.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, but still nice.
Oh my, dude, Shaz is unstoppable right now.
Another 3-piece.
Dude,
Six is up.
Shaz is putting Sentinels on his back right now. 10s is doing good too.
The way that
LAN
was
player
executing on the sites, able to get in, they were only having small windows to make those frags happen, and a small window is all Shazam needs. Over and over, we saw
Dapper kept getting unlucky over there too. He was getting stage diff.
Very big key factor in making sure they were able to get that round.
Shazam's on 20 kills after the first half. That's not a bad start at all. My goodness.
Yeah.
You love to see that if you're a Sentinel fan.
Well, it's 6-6 now. And look, back and forth, almost trading round for round. There were a few pockets there where teams were getting in the groove, but we'll see if FNATIC can start to pick up this pistol. They have the wall, the intention's there on the side to block something out if they want to push, and you can see where they already have Doma and Durka pushed up to. They say, well, it's going to be here, block them off immediately, and we'll stop their strat.
Just
so they have to
later.
call strat number 2. Looks like they'll back off of this actually without seeing any pressure yet.
I was going to say, like, if you're familiar with FNATIC's playstyle, and there is a lot of information out there with all these setups that they like to play.
I love how common the Reyna Ghost double devour is.
Committing this defense from Yellow, and there's a swing. Gets the
that's why it's good. He gets one, and he still has more.
And there goes the spike.
He gets a full heal out of that, and he still has more.
Advantage now.
Well, almost
the
full.
Clock playing against FNATIC as well as the post-plant
positioning.
He
gets overhealed, 120
as well. So
yeah, you get overhealed.
Very nice so far from Sentinels.
When I said full, I meant like 150. That's why I said almost full.
30-second heal for him. Ability's coming back up. Sick.
Now he's full.
Yep.
Take some shots from the right.
Oh, dude, he was so close. One more bullet, and that was going into that guy's head.
Huge as he's turned around on by
Zon. That timing on that flank.
The timing. Both are doing some damage there. It's up to Mystic now to try to do this. There's 2 players to worry about. Oh my goodness, Mystic somehow makes that one work. Perfect timing. Does he have enough, though? Does he have enough time for this defuse? It's close! Oh, quite. Mystic. Such a good effort, but...
Dude.
Wow.
I don't even know how he killed both those two. That's such a Valorant thing that happens
we
sometimes.
saw it right there.
The heat, bro. He pulled the heat.
Holy moly, the .02s
fucking bullets are midair as he's aiming at the other guy.
That is just something else.
We're seeing team chat. You see that?
Mystic again.
Still need to help me,
one of these rounds
said.
where he just puts himself in the spotlight.
Tilt.
Oh,
They're
it was
tilting.
just
Sen's
at
winning
that
this.
point.
Yep. Sentinels is winning this map, dude. Fnatic's tilted.
Sentinels pouring one out on that
Big
one.
round
They feel
there.
good to see that come into their favor. The pistol round goes to Sentinels.
Ooh, Marshall coming out. I like it from Durka. Marshall is dangerous.
That's about as close as it can get to defusing.
Desperately looking for this one. They're actually going to challenge this, Riv. This feels quite scary. Durka will go down, though. But
Good answer
Doma
back.
is there to represent.
Doma hitting.
Quick shot to the Doma.
Domas.
Another shot to the Doma. Almost gets another one. Zoms takes him down, and they're going to be taking the site now. Boaster looking to get some early damage in, just misses out on Zoms. And a great flank hold here by Shazam, but he's not going to find anything just yet, so it's a wonder if they'll take it all the way back.
He's like, wait, I saw someone's legs.
It looks like
dead.
Still going. You can see Fnatic
looking good for Sen right now.
Saying, all right, not a problem. Yep. They know what they did wrong in that round. Let Mystic play this one out. And they're still doing good damage on these rounds. They do get the Marshals, they get a few Sheriffs, they drop Dapper, they drop 10s. They know as well, you see Sens is just getting into their eco rounds, a little bit of a bonus.
Liking what I'm seeing.
So, or not eco round, sorry, just the bonus. And that will hurt for their next buys. If they're able to keep the operator off Shazam and things like that, it is a very big boon for them. Woo.
Great shots there. As you say, getting in the damage, just making it feel as aggressive as possible.
Did you see him? He was talking about how far away you guys are to dab up.
At this level.
How do you know that's what he said?
It looked like it when he was dabbing left and right, because his teammates weren't dabbing as well, whoever was next to him.
Crucial to Fnatic's success. You can see the drone will tag Durka. You can see that Sentinels understand
really
this.
Good,
they want
lip
to
reader.
always force this setup back because they want to deny the information from Fnatic. And they can do whatever they want after that. But you can see that the drone opening makes it fairly safe and not too much of an investment for Sentinels to do that.
Yeah.
And they know that they kind of have
This
to
is a
do
tough
that
map
because
to get
again, if you've studied Fnatic, you'll see Durka
orbs on.
with those close B setups.
Because like no matter what, from both sides, you're taking somewhat of a risk.
You can take
just
an
because of where they're
somewhere
positioned.
else, right? You got to see a few steps ahead.
Setup.
I mean, if they just
Cool.
went to hit A there,
Oh, he's getting
the
one
push
for
is pretty
sure.
intense coming in from that side of Fnatic. There's shots come in to start the round as they trade 1 for 1.
And here comes the play more forward
Oh my
in towards
God.
the site now.
Almost see him.
Fnatic have to try to defend this. Don't think they want to play retake. Both
He was already up pipes.
down.
They scaled so quick.
Durka has that Vandal to work with. And Fnatic have this backside control mostly still to play with, so that's a good omen for them.
That
but
Spectre's
Zoms is up
so
close
hard
and
to beat
personal
that
Spectre
close.
running out of bullets though, and the trades keep on
Yeah,
coming
bullets,
through.
he
Fnatic
kills
still with a
it.
I hate
chance
that
here.
shit when I'm
The
on the
10s
receiving end.
is making it
Yeah,
impossible.
it's so hard to
Fantastic
beat that
finish
close.
from him. And that said, I did really enjoy Mystic, with that forward push, Riv. I think perhaps that is to punish the fact that they know that Sentinels will invest towards B long fairly heavily at that early timing, so it's safer for him to walk out that far.
Absolutely. Grabbing info is one of my favorite things. If you're not doing it, I feel like it's a problem.
Damn, the fadeaway right there.
To get it, Mystic's able to use
Didn't
that
expect the
perfectly,
repeat.
especially as the Viper to cut off positions.
The only reason he repeat because he had his teammate there.
And that's why we actually see Viper a lot. You're changing the complete view of the site, all the angles you want to
Fnatic
create.
is
now that she's been in the mix a lot more for more teams. You play around that. She's not so much.
I'm not going to say anything. You guys know what I'm thinking right now.
Doing things for yourself.
I'm thinking I might eat my words, but it's only one map, so we'll see.
Plays, so Mystic being able to push up and utilize all
I'm
that
just,
space is absolutely huge because
I want to say about
delivers that to
back.
Boaster, and that's exactly how Fnatic works. Boaster wants all that information so he can walk around and they can start to pick apart their opponents for wherever. It's usually wherever Durka can get in and start getting first bloods, as we've heard of his stats.
And it does feel like, as we see this tactical timeout coming from Fnatic, it's definitely very difficult from them because, you mentioned
so
the
quiet?
pistol rounds previously, and we saw
They're
how
so much quieter than the last
insanely
casters.
close
I
that
feel like.
victory was on the pistol.
I feel like
in
they
the
just turned the
second
volume down a
was
little
for
bit.
Sentinels. And for them to be able to get off to a good start on the attack, where they're able to dictate
Like
the
on my
pace,
last
able to
casters, the
condition their opponents,
volume right
it's
here
a very
was the
comfortable
same
position for
as
Sentinels to
here.
find themselves in. Whereas Fnatic,
You know?
they're going to have to. I mean, it's very difficult on Icebox. It's hard to take risks on Icebox. On those other maps like Ascent or Haven, or there's lots of other maps in the pool where it's much easier for you on the defense to take the initiative and to try to adapt. But on this map, it's much more difficult, I think. So it feels more oppressive.
There.
Yeah, for sure. And it
wait, what time is it right now for EU?
A very confident team inherently, because you're not going to get.
I mean, what kind of EU are we talking?
Well, wherever, like where they are.
So
Iceland time?
Yeah. Like, is it really late right now?
Go into their following buy rounds.
10:40 p.m.
As we can see here, the money's not too good, so it's going to be a half buy through from
what? That's so late.
So maybe this would be around if there were to be any rounds featuring shenanigans. This would be a good place for it, FNATIC.
Exactly. They'll get
10:40 p.m. Yeah.
On that side of FNATIC. If they lose this round, they will be able to buy next, no matter what.
They're just in there.
Dapper's going to start off with the Phantom.
Oh, it's almost 12 actually. It's 11
again, Sentinels focus.
Dude, it's that late?
Yeah, it really seems once again
they're doing that probably
for
viewership,
like starting there because Durka and Doma have been playing that forward setup very consistently. And so if you can get a couple kills there, you can go for it.
That's fucked off.
Yeah, that's late.
Out the back.
Because they're not
doing a
8
great
a.m.
job of saying,
Pacific.
hey,
They're not starting
to
matches
lose this
till
round.
3
Let's move this a
p.m.
bit of a death
time,
ball.
So
they break off
that's way late, and that's
so
purely for viewership.
Yeah, I can see what's happening here. FNATIC's falling asleep.
By the time he gets back around.
No. We know what's really happening here, Mike.
Save this into the next round. That could also be
Let's
a play.
just be honest
a bit
with
of damage
ourselves.
on the way out. Since
I won't say
this is such a hard retake. When you are retaking B, you need to invest a lot. In the beginning, I think a lot of teams didn't take B because it was just so open. It was hard to break off, really get a good strategy in, or make a util work because it ended up.
Last time FNATIC owned because it was the opener, dude. It was bright and early for them.
Here,
there's
10:40 p.m.
I just looked it up in Reykjavík.
They're able to spam through it with a little bit of knowledge of what's coming. And Mystic
doesn't Iceland get no darkness? Like they have no moon there?
I have no idea.
Oh, that was close. I was looking at the mini map and I was like, are they gonna survive?
They have no...
He tucked in his arms, and his hands, feet, arms inside the ride at all times.
Wouldn't that mean...
Jordan, why are you laughing at me?
Really creating a gap for themselves here with 4 up.
Well, no, like they have a moon, of course, but well, maybe not. But
if we're gonna see a turnaround,
it's never dark.
More opportunities.
No, yeah. There's a time in summer where
they've gotten a fairly good sense of what Sentinels have been doing. Listen,
you know what I mean.
Now we'll see.
No, yeah,
operator.
It's just funny the way he said it, as if like each region has a moon or something.
Challenge. 3 players here. Once again, that B long presence is maintained by FNATIC. They really want to win this. Durka actually going forward gets the ding. Doma finishing off 10s. Rez comes through though, and Sentinels getting a lot of action towards this B long position once again.
Don't mind Mike. He's been streaming for a long time.
Maybe even asking questions through the tube. Mystic has to try to respond.
Shazzy can't be stopped.
Anything for them.
You guys don't stand a chance against Sentinels. What's happening?
Dan, this means, I think,
how is this happening right now?
We're gonna have a very
FNATIC, I had some faith in you guys.
I'm not saying anything.
Are you kidding me right now with this?
Bucks in their pocket.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
For the way they bought their utility,
but you know what I'm thinking.
That means rounds become harder. FNATIC has to find a way to make these eco rounds count a little bit more because the bank of Sentinels is growing. And when Sentinels feel like they have control of the game, that means everyone is vibing. You don't need it to be a 10s. You don't need it to be a 6.
Yes.
And honestly, the IGL of Shazam right now is stepping up with the operator for the team if you were to look.
And it seems like there's such a good read here from Sentinels as to how FNATIC want to play and whether they can get their opening kills because they've been reliably doing that. We do see
there we go.
Getting taken out.
FNATIC's waking up finally. The coffee is kicking in.
Be some small consolation for FNATIC to work with. They don't have good weaponry. They're going to try to get that weapon. Zombs with the punish. Great flick onto Boaster. That will even the numbers up. And in the meantime, Sick has made his way towards B.
I'm asking Sean what he thinks
Already got their way in.
Like what EU teams are actually super well-rounded
utilities out. Dapper with a great
FNATIC gives me like NA vibes.
And now Mystic's going to do what he can. He's been fantastic in these situations, but alone
Liquid
now he
gives me like semi-EU, semi-NA
vibes. Make sure rather he does not go down. Here comes the retake from both sides. Still a little bit tentative.
Yeah, I feel it.
On the side of FNATIC as they watch their flanks, and it looks like they may allow this round to go through.
Ooh, that sucks.
Oh, Mystic.
Ooh, the counter.
That really sucks for Sentinels.
Lighten the fuse.
And they can't leave. They got someone on the flank already.
It's getting quite awkward now. 3v3. Soms' Viper's Pit is out of the picture, but Mystic has his own.
Oh, I like this.
Oh my God.
Magnum
beautiful.
With the timing.
Yeah, really well played.
You hate to see it.
FNATIC woke up, baby. We got ourselves a game.
One enemy remaining.
This round is something else right now, Dan.
There's no time here really for TenZ, is that? And that Viper's Pit is so much to work against.
That was really well played.
But maybe you can get a frag out of it, at least.
From the Magnum.
That's the goal, at least. Nope, and there it is.
That's what they needed right there. Right, like mentally, FNATIC.
Super smart
FNATIC
play
needed that,
there by FNATIC, taking it slow. The fact that
what is
Mystic
EMEA?
didn't fully commit at any time, and he was still
EMEA?
creating pressure.
Above
Viper
FNATIC?
does so much there, and really props to Mystic there, and then props to Magnum for coming.
I've never seen that before.
Finding Sick with patience. Patience was the play there for FNATIC.
Yeah, such brilliant
Europe,
timing
the
on that
Middle East, and
wraparound,
Africa.
Got it.
Such an important round to pick up as well. FNATIC,
I've never seen EMEA either.
Yeah,
definitely on the struggle bus. And, FNATIC, with the usual tricks there, the slow orb, deep B long, that gives control for them and usually allows them to run the forward setups that they have been running. But this time, they'll be leaving the operator on that one with Durka and having more presence towards the A side of the map, where Sentinels are putting all of their focus. So it works out quite nicely for FNATIC. But
what people saying, did you go to school? What do you mean? How would I know that?
EA site proper, because
I mean, most of the people that are probably saying that literally
things.
just Googled it themselves.
Boaster does have Hunter's Fury, so he might want to get out of the sites and play retake with that.
Yeah, that's a good eye. 3 ults on both sides. Blade Storm and Empress on the side of Sentinels. That Hunter's Fury res and lockdown. Are we going to see that here divide the site a little bit? Hunter's Fury will come first to hold the lockdown if it really becomes necessary.
Nice.
Like play, and Zerms will fall. Eagle Eye Boaster comes up
FNATIC
big.
getting alive.
Yeah.
Huge pick off to get.
Yeah. Oh, nice
Mystic
shot.
goes in as well, finds Shazam, and there is a huge opening here now for FNATIC. But speaking of which, TenZ is going forward. The trade comes through, though.
He was feeling it a little. Oh my god!
Wonderfully.
FNATIC's awake.
Such a great hold from them.
This game is not
Couldn't have
over.
gone any better.
This game is not over.
Dwarfala from Doma there.
My god.
Such a great hold. That Hunter's Fury really did.
Oh, it's attack pause.
Well.
I think
Taking
I gotta pee.
Out the Viper is always a nice way to start off.
So cleanly played. FNATIC definitely aren't pressuring themselves into anything they don't want to. They're playing it smart, like we saw with Mystic the other round, letting Sentinels in a little bit, giving them a false sense of security as they make it in. Doma will pop out, somebody else will pop out, and we'll see that it is just not able to be held by Sentinels at that time. But it is still Sentinels up currently in the game itself. As you see the series score on your screen, we have a little bit of a tech pause here as we get to kind of discuss what's been going on. It has been that game of chess, a lot of work towards the B site, and the operator sending a message has started to come out. Shazam's been doing it, and now we see Durka with the op here. As he's also been buying marshals on save rounds.
Yeah, for sure. Love to see that. That's definitely a confidence statement.
Yeah.
What's curious now is, what is the answer for Sentinels? Because momentum certainly has shifted into the hands of FNATIC. And
absolutely.
So the question is, Sentinels, do they want to go back to B and just force the issue there? They know that Durka and Doma like to play aggressively there. There's usually that slow orb that goes there from FNATIC at the earliest point of the round.
Fantastic timing. Wow.
There's a lot of money for Sentinels right now. They lose this, they can still buy. So FNATIC really need to keep chipping away at the block. Shazam to peek. This is the drone. This is the one they were doing a few rounds ago.
I think I've drank like
Sentinels
6 or 7 water bottles today.
This area is
oh my god, I can't stop.
Some fundamental peeks here, making sure the Lear is out and the toxic screen. So everything's been the same so far. How do they vary it up? How do they change it from here? The reaction from FNATIC has been to allow them in. Mystic will call what utility he's seen, how it's being used, and then they'll have a pretty good idea of what they can do.
This is not looking good for Sentinels this round.
There we go.
They are very barely surviving.
Sentinels is
really
playing.
Committed. I think that they
need to like
such a smart little combo, the Viper combo.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yellow, that meant that he was elsewhere on the map, and they can't cross back now. And
Sentinels is playing so like simple,
Sentinels,
you know.
It's not ideal for them,
I don't think it's gonna work. They need They need to make FNATIC question, think. You know, they need to.
All of the smokes that are down.
I think this is predictable right now. This is looking very predictable
from
Sentinels.
Planting position here for Sentinels. They're really working against it. It only gets
this is what Scream was talking about. When he was referring to predictable, he was referring to Sentinels.
Hit through the toxic screen, no less. That's not a good look for Sentinels.
Yeah, bad. Probably should have specified because now
too much to deal with FNATIC.
Now he ate his words.
Very strong there. That's one of those things, Riv, where it's like, you know, Shazam got the double up draft, spots that Durka is not B long, and so I think they just understand that he's playing mid there, and it has that cross. So they have a decision to say, well, if he's not there, then we have some advantages in the early timings towards B, because
like, that's just unfortunate.
Okay, that is really unlucky.
You can't go back.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier than you'd think to spam through that smoke, though, you know?
Also, that is also unfortunate.
Another, oh my god.
Have to retake just about everything, which becomes very,
honestly, either way,
tough.
though, that's just a tough one.
Killjoy here for FNATIC, not for Sentinels. They don't even have a
chase, and they have the res. I like this position.
If they have not taken
do they expect one more, though? Nope.
Wow. Magnum.
Nice shot.
And down the sights, able to take out two.
Really nice shots.
Huge kills. Big fight around middle here from both teams.
What a spot,
dude! Are coming out ahead. 2 versus 3 for Sentinels. Up tube goes Zombs, perhaps, trying to dodge the drone. And Sick needs to make some plays as well. He's crept his way through that.
Sick, though. He could win this. He could,
oh, he's been spotted by the turret. Feels bad. Now he just has to hit the shots.
Nice shot.
And it's Sick after all. That's a fantastic shot onto Magnum. Leaving it up to Zombs with a minute to play with. He's got the spike. He's going to make his way towards this A site. And there is a real chance here for Zombs. He knows that his opponents will not be anywhere near this A site. He knows he'll have quite a bit of space to maneuver here in this post plant, but it's going to be a tough one.
No utility.
I don't know if he wins this, man.
No, they're both here.
They're both here. They could even wait for recon.
One peek.
The right click was not the play.
ADS in that goes over the head of Boaster. Who's got
you have a Vandal right there? That's why I love Vandal. Because if you have a Vandal, you can take those little, like,
near that
mini shroudy peaks and just fucking block one and fall back.
Well, right there, he could have bought the first one, 124 on him. He definitely could have bought the first one, but he right-clicked for some reason. Might have been an accident, I don't know. He might have right-clicked by accident. Either he right-clicked by accident, or he was getting ready to, like, line up, you know?
Let's see what the buys are.
Did you text your dad, by the way, Mike?
Well.
No, not yet.
Difficult to deal with. Just even if he's not, we saw in one of the previous rounds, even the fact that he wasn't where he was expected, that was actually kind of an issue because he was playing mid instead and was cutting off that rotate. And then in this round, that quick peek in mid once again. So Dirk is showing a lot more presence towards mid early rounds, and that can mean a lot of different things. But does it mean that mid should be avoided entirely for Sentinels? Because that might be one of the normal reactions you'd expect. Sentinels are working the A side, but Mystic is so quick across the zip line.
This is looking dangerous.
And get out of there. That's
5-round lead.
A huge problem here. FNATIC are coming back massively, and Sentinels need something huge themselves to start working something back into this one, lest they lose this first map.
FNATIC are doing a great job as soon as Sentinels get to a site of just kind of info denying. Sentinels want to know what they're up against, what's happening. And then, on a spur-of-the-moment round,
SHROUD jinxed it.
Goes forward,
no, I didn't.
Drops 10s immediately in the round. An unexpected thing. There's been no precedent set by FNATIC that they're going to be doing that. So varying it up, FNATIC is really starting to put things into the mix here to make sure Sentinels have to think twice. And Mystic again pushes up.
Nice shots for Mystic.
Not much left in the tank here now for Sentinels. Shazam against 4 players. And looking for that initial damage. Nice shot onto Boaster, but there's much more to be done, and they know exactly where he is now. There's no more element of surprise to work off.
Oh, I like this.
Shazam starts to work his way around, and all his opponents have to do is stick together and not give him any opportunities. There's a turret laid down. Shazam, he knows he can't do too much here. He's going to be able to get the spike planted for the extra money.
He needed one of those for sure.
Oh dear.
Well, the fact that he even got away right there is crazy.
Yeah.
That almost looks
he needed one of those.
There for Shazam, but
a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel. Shut down, yeah.
All tied up, baby.
Oh my word, Dan. These rounds, nail biting each time. There's really the utility use coming into each site. and then seeing how the second usage of utility is there to make sure that it can work even better than
Mystic
last time.
played
You're varying it up so the teams aren't
so well. The timing of bringing down,
again,
he brought the wall up
for
just to bring it down, like with not much time.
After 10s, so what an impact round from him, and multiple impact rounds defending B.
Buster's
a lot of credit to
losing
Mystic.
I mean, they're coming back right now.
But on the side of FNATIC right now, you'd have to be after this many rounds in a row.
Yeah, definitely. Everything they're doing is working, and Dirk is back to his normal position.
The same thing happened twice now.
Along with that operator, he'll be spotted by the drone, and we might see the lurk up mid here coming through from TenZ. And
damn, TenZ up too quick. They might not expect this.
TenZ has gone up into kitchen. This
the robot.
This is
the robot's
the
gonna reveal it.
We'll see what Dirk can do, holding on to yellow in the ice orb, but he's able to get himself the kill, and he's still sticking around with the cloud burst with the knives out. It's definitely a dangerous prospect for Sentinels, but they'll deal with him eventually.
Ooh, nice, dude.
And he has the rotation held. They're gonna wait for this 2 guy though.
It looks like
he's aware.
Put themselves in a good spot for this round.
He's taking the spot.
And that's going to be the Viper's pit going down.
Yeah, I knew it. The second that Sova ult went, I knew TenZ would get hungry for it.
Comes across as well.
Little Rezo, 4v3.
I knew he was going to get hungry for it.
Double Rezo, 4v4.
A brief period of calm as they
set
up
a killjoy ult about to
FNATIC.
pop down, I'm sure. There it is.
Very scary stuff.
Counter ult to destroy.
There goes the Hunter's Fury. That's going to be very problematic here for FNATIC.
I don't know where Shaz got that,
able to take down both. They're wrapping around. Doma's able to find one. The trade comes through. Magnum taps the spike, forces out some util out the Viper's pit. He perfectly baited Sick there. Oh my God!
What?
This one as well, and that is it. Can
he
he
doesn't
find the
have
time?
it, but
no,
how
not
did
quite.
he like walled him
Didn't
through
get it
yellow?
up to halfway.
Like, what?
It was a great attempt.
Even his model didn't know how to die.
It had to be this one, obviously. FNATIC.
That was
in so much trouble there.
Oh my word! So hard to run in that deep snow. There was no way he was getting away.
Even his model didn't know how to die.
Everybody
I want to
playing
see that
hard
again,
as well. The teamwork coming.
You're gonna see it from his
each
POV.
Side. Everybody playing their little parts in these rounds from Sentinels and FNATIC to now bring us to our final round.
Or maybe
him
dying.
Another
Maybe
tie to bring us to overtime.
Yeah, him dying
on the day. Cannot wait to see already.
So
on the
I saw a little dink. The head was still where he dashed from.
Yeah, almost through.
That's where he got the kill from. It didn't register the jet move
on the board here.
That was strange.
Can FNATIC keep it going?
Must have been like the timing must have been perfect of that death and dash.
With the Bladestorm out,
that's what I was talking about though. With the bullets, they're like
not much play around here.
You could like kill each other, you know.
Worth mentioning, there's no operators on the field at the moment.
Because like the bullet travel time, that's interesting. Shit like that happens. Have you seen that?
No,
I haven't seen anything like that before.
I've seen people kill each other.
Wait, what?
Useful in terms of gathering that information.
Yeah,
like trade.
And
apparently, you're not supposed to be able to, but it's happened.
But Magnum's actually going and asking some questions.
Okay.
Let's get tapped by the drone.
Someone find a clip.
Sounds made up.
Calling Jordan a liar right now?
Fairy tale.
Find a clip.
Maybe not straight through. Takes down Durka.
That's such a big kill for this.
Try to clinch this one.
Oh,
TenZ, dude, owning.
A nice shot from Domo will cut that in half.
Oh my God, man! I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna win.
Ready for him.
Holy!
All of that comeback just to take
in TenZ we trust.
Sentinels make their move on the post plant. Mystic. He's got a lot going for him, but this is a tall task.
Certainly is. Mystic making his way forward to see what he can get done here.
Well,
not too much.
Really just that easy for the poison.
Excellent final round to close things here. Sentinels were in so much trouble with, but they managed to
NA
walk
just
in
gave him
map
hope
one of
just
the
to
best of
crush
series
it
against the European Masters FNATIC.
Yeah, absolutely. Sentinels have been looking strong for so long, winning 7 of the last titles of the things they were even in.
Maybe it was a Phoenix ult that I saw it happen, but